Before we start, I'd like to thank you for hearing out what Integrated People is all about. Integrating the planet is not the easiest mission we've taken on, and there's very limited time to explain it all, so I'm going to get right to it. The whole concept is based around hosting workshops in underprivileged communities in developing countries such that artisans are mentored toward making handicrafts that are registered in an online system we've developed. The system assigns an ID to each unique handicraft. The handicrafts are sold in developed markets to maximize earnings for artisans. The system then allows the customer to access data specific to their purchased handicraft and the artisan behind it. As a summary, we want to sell a story with each unique product such that we can seed cottage startups. There are a couple of reasons why we have set out on this journey, and we will go through these one by one. First one being environment. We encourage the artisans to utilize recyclables as raw materials for their handicrafts. The rest is fairly self-explanatory. There's a lack of recycling infrastructure in developing countries, and so to get around the wasteless burning of trash, we upcycle, send it over where it gets utilized and then thrown into the established infrastructure. This not only provides a global recycling strategy, but also a platform for artisans to showcase their skills with minimum investment. This brings us towards an opportunity for an economic stimulus. We can infuse cash into these communities not as donation, but instead utilizing a capitalist approach by nurturing each artisan into a company of its own. This concept is similar to that of microloans, which is a noble concept but has a fundamental flaw in implementation due to its exorbitant interest rates. Instead, under the Integrated People strategy, the artisans grow their business based on revenue from the initial handicrafts made out of recyclables and thus minimum investment. This brings us to the next point, social stimulus. Our workshops serve as clubs for the community artisans where they are continuously teaching each other and learning from each other. From experience of seasoned social workers in our team, it has been observed that a change for the better is much more durable if it is not enforced, instead encouraged from within. We have also implemented our model in disaster relief areas, in specific outside of Karachi after the 2010 floods. Upon completion of the project, 6,000 plastic bags were exported to the US in the form of bracelets, and there was not a single plastic bag to be found at the temporary tent city, and the flood victims were able to return home with some cash in hand to rebuild their lives. This brings us to the last point, a global political movement. We think we can influence foreign policy around the world to change for the better. Traditionally, foreign policy has been dictated by the elite of all countries and then trickles down to the rest of the population that has no choice but to accept it. Instead, we want to build relationships between the majority of the population through these micro businesses such that politicians are left with no choice but to fulfill their duty and represent the wishes of the nation. Is this a transformative technology? We will let you ponder over that one. As far as the immediate local impact is concerned, we are collaborating with Kiran School in Liari, which is the most troubled locality of Karachi, and Karachi itself being one of the most dangerous cities in the world. Next, we want to spread towards Lahore and Faisalabad within the next 2 years and then grow beyond the borders of Pakistan. As far as sales are concerned, we are also hosting sales within Karachi as we see huge opportunity to catalyze change by encouraging intermingling of different social stratas of the city itself. The 10 steps that we would implement if we were to get funded are listed here. I won't read them off, but will note that the term Innovation Sandbox reflects our perception of a permanent workshop described in the presentation earlier. As far as our team is concerned, not only is our team geographically diverse, represented by the red dots on the map, it is also academically and professionally diverse. Our team includes numerous students that range from arts to business to information technology. We've got full-time social workers with decades of experience, university professors, finance and IT professionals that work at Google, Accenture, etc. And of course, serial entrepreneurs with global reach that bring it all together. I'm not going to focus on each individual's past experience, since the internet is full of it, though I will stress that our experiment is working and we need your support to turn it into a revolution. We look forward for any questions and or comments that you might have as we thrive on feedback. Thank you again for your time, and we hope you have a good day. Goodbye.